Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Let me share my screen real quick. It is, you should be able to see my PHP runner window. Let me show you what we're going to work on today. So here's our webinar, right? I want to start with where tabs and take a look at this. So we have 3 upcoming webinars right here, right? And sometimes when schedule for new webinars is not available yet, I don't want to show an empty list here. It just doesn't look right. So when the user, you customer, comes to this page, I want to see them either upcoming webinars if they are available, or archived webinars. But the point is, it just makes UI a little bit better. That is all. So they don't need to click or have one extra click. So that's the idea, right? If we have upcoming webinars, I want to make this tab active. So in PHP Runner, we do have an option to hide tab if it does not have any data on it. So let me show you where we are right now. Orders table. So there is option to hide it, but the thing is, I don't want to hide it. I want to keep it visible, just not active on the initial page load. So let me show you what I mean. So if we build our application, so the idea is that, let me reload this page, right? So you see the first tab is a tab that says not shipped yet. I'm making it and orders that were already shipped. So let me show you how it works. Just an idea. If I change the shipped date to any date in the future, and I click save, go back to list, that's the idea. And if I change it, so I just want to have both tabs always visible, as I think it's better UI. Otherwise, if you come to the list of webinars, only you see archive there. So I just want a customer to know that there are upcoming webinars, like it's possibility that there will be webinars, etc. is just probably something that is not there yet. So just just a little bit better UI. So let me show you how it is implemented. So this is the orders table, right? Events. So anyway, this is what this session variable is the one that we created just for this specific example. It remembers what we have selected, and this one is a system variable. And what you need to change if you use a different table. So let me just change it a little bit so it's a little bit more like this. So orders underscore current tab is system variable that holds a current tab for orders table. So if your table name is different, you will need to change it here. And the same thing is here. So this is what we do here. And a little bit more code here. So let me explain what we do here. Again, this is something that is like an internal structure. I can show you actually where it's coming from and what it is. So pretty much everything that you specify in PHP Runner itself also exists in the source code that is generated. So orders here is a name of the table that we're working with. If your table name is different, you will need to fix this part to reflect the current table name. So what we do here, we need to figure out if we had any search, because we need to account for that. So for instance, okay, let me show you an idea again here. So we have a bunch of webinars here, right? Some are upcoming, some are archived. So let me search for something that only exists in archived webinars. OCR search. You see what's happening here, right? So there is only one webinar where OCR, optical character recognition words, can be found. I didn't mean to click it. And since there are no upcoming webinars that are going to talk about OCR, so it found this one and makes second tab active. But again, that's the point. I want to keep this tab just like informational kind of piece, that I want user to know that they're always going to be upcoming webinars. I don't want to hide it ever. So that's the idea. We need to know if there is a search, and we need to account for this search. So we execute our search manually. So we select a number of records from orders, where first of all, we add the current WAC loss of our tab. And this is where we get it from. Again, I will show you in the source code. Where is it? And a second thing is that we add our search condition. So we don't want to replace the WAC loss. We need to keep our both where tab WAC loss, and we add a search condition as well. We're just accounting for two fields, customer ID or employee ID here, an example. So if there is no search happening, then we just calculate the number of records here based on where tab WAC loss. And this part is what we specified. Okay, so this is our first tab, WAC loss. This is our second tab, WAC loss. So we just see if ship date is before or after the current date. That's it. So this is pretty much it. We don't want to lose search condition, as well as I show you right here. So if you search for something and it only exists on a second tab, we want to do that. But otherwise, if we clear the search condition, okay, the logic executed here. That's the idea. That's all. And let me just show you. So I just want to like demystify it's a little bit. Yes, it's something so that is not documented. I just want to show you where it's coming from. So what is this? What kind of what is this? Where it's coming from, right? I just want to show you what it is. So that's order tables. Let me build the project again. I do not recommend like using functionality that is not documented, but sometimes you need something that is what we call quick and dirty. And if your customer needs that, you need to find a solution for them. So let's take a look, orders table, right? Let's take a look at the orders underscore settings PHP file that is located in the include folder, right? Okay, so this is a fairly large file, and it contains all, I would say, like absolutely all settings of this table that you specified in PHP runner itself, right? All the field settings, all like general table settings, pretty much everything. And you see, this is where it's coming from. So this is the large array that contains everything that you specify. So all those settings are available in the runtime. And let's search for, what was it? Let's find our where tabs. So that was what's current date function. Okay. So let's see. This is what we have here. These are our grid tabs, right? Tab ID, not shipped yet, name type, that's the web clause. That's what we're working with. You see, that's grid tabs, and name of this variable is where. Show row count, yes. Height is empty, is 0. So what you see here is a reflection of the settings of this page. So this is the first tab, this is the second tab, and this is how you can access it in after table initialized event. So if you wonder where after table initialized event goes, it can be found at the end of that settings PHP file, and the same in .NET. It will be orders_settings.cs file. So if you scroll down to the very end of it, this is our code right here that goes to after table initialized event. You see, here it is. So which means when we execute this code, this array is already populated, and we can iterate through where tabs and get a hold of the current one, execute our SQL query, see what the count. If count is 0, then we make the next step active. That is all. So something like this. Don't think too much about it, and if you need something that is similar, you know where to look. But again, hopefully that will be both APIs and some additional settings here.